Nia Carter thought the job offer was a second chance, a way to outrun the nightmares that had haunted her for 3 years. But when the millionaire in the back seat started looking at her like she was more than just his driver, she knew she was in danger. Not from the road, from her own heart. His ex-girlfriend had other plans, though, plans that involved brake lines, whispered accusations, and a mother who'd already decided Nia wasn't good enough. What Nia didn't know was that every lie told about her was being caught on camera. And when the truth finally came out, it wouldn't just clear her name, it would change everything. If you're watching this, hit that subscribe button and tell me what city you're from. Trust me, you'll want to see how this ends. The bus rattled over a pothole. Nia Carter's phone buzzed in her lap. Mari, you got this, babe. Breathe. Nia stared at the message. Her hands felt cold even though the morning sun poured through the grimy bus window. She typed back slowly. Nia, if my hands shake, I'm walking out. Mari, they won't. You're ready. Nia locked her phone and closed her eyes. She whispered the words she'd been saying all morning. Hands steady, eyes forward, you're okay. The nightmare had woken her at 4 a.m. again. The same one, rain, headlights, the scream of brakes that came too late, a crash that wasn't her fault but still destroyed everything. That was 3 years ago. 3 years since she'd been blamed for something she didn't do. 3 years since she'd lost the best driving job she'd ever had. Now she was on this bus, heading to a fancy high-rise in the city, hoping for a second chance. The building was all glass and steel. Nia stepped off the bus and looked up, 40 floors of wealth staring down at her. She smoothed her black blazer and walked through the revolving door. The lobby smelled like money. Marble floors, fresh flowers in tall vases. Men in suits walked past without looking at her. Ms. Carter? Nia turned. A man in his early 30s stood near the elevator. He wore khakis and a blue shirt. He had brown hair and kind eyes. That's me, Nia said. Jonah Price. I'm Mr. Whitmore's operations aide. He shook her hand. Thanks for coming on short notice. Follow me. They rode the elevator to the 38th floor. Jonah made small talk about traffic and weather. Nia answered politely but didn't relax. She couldn't afford to relax. The elevator doors opened to a quiet hallway. Jonah led her to a corner office. Mr. Whitmore will be right in, Jonah said. He pointed to a leather chair. Can I get you water? Coffee? I'm fine, Nia said. Thank you. Jonah nodded and left. Nia sat down and looked around. The office was minimalist. A clean desk, 2 chairs, floor-to-ceiling windows with a view of the city. No pictures, no clutter, everything in its place. The door opened. A man walked in. Tall, white, dark blonde hair cut neat. He wore a gray suit that probably cost more than Nia's rent. His face was hard to read. Not mean. Just controlled. Ms. Carter. He shook her hand firmly. Graham Whitmore. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the interview, Nia said. Graham sat across from her. He didn't smile. He just looked at her like he was trying to figure something out. I've read your resume, he said. You've been driving professionally for 6 years, 4 years with a private service, 2 years rideshare. That's right, Nia said. Why did you leave the private service? Nia's chest tightened. She'd practiced this answer 100 times. There was an incident, she said. Another driver damaged a vehicle. I was blamed because I'd driven the car the day before. I couldn't prove it wasn't me. So I left. Graham didn't react. He just watched her. Do you still think about it? He asked. Nia blinked. That wasn't a normal interview question. Every day, she said honestly. Graham nodded. Good. That means you're careful. He pulled out a tablet and opened a map. Let's say it's raining, he said. You're driving me to the airport. Traffic is slow on the main route. What do you do? Nia leaned forward. I check the alternate route before we leave. I make sure I know where construction is. Where accidents tend to happen, I give us extra time. What if I tell you to take the fast route anyway? I take the safe route, Nia said. Speed isn't worth a crash. Graham almost smiled. Almost. What's the first thing you check before you drive? He asked. Nia sat up straighter. This she knew. Tire pressure, mirrors, dash lights. I look for anything that doesn't feel right. If something's off, I report it before I turn the key. Graham set the tablet down. Most drivers I interview try to impress me, he said. They talk about their connections, their ability to handle VIPs. They want me to know they're dazzled by money. Nia met his eyes. I'm not dazzled by money. I need a job. For the first time, Graham's face softened. Just a little. I need a driver I can trust, he said. Someone who won't quit without warning. Someone who takes safety seriously. Someone who isn't trying to get close to me for the wrong reasons. I'm not interested in getting close to you, Nia said. I'm interested in getting paid. Graham stood. He walked to the window and looked out at the city. I'll pay you double the normal rate for a 1-week trial, he said. Paid up front. If it works, we'll extend it to a month. Nia's heart jumped. Double rate. Up front. When would I start? She asked. Graham turned around. Today, this afternoon. First shift at 3 o'clock. Nia stood. I'll take it. Good. Graham walked to the door and opened it. Jonah was waiting outside with a folder. Ms. Carter, Jonah will go over the contract and payment details. If you have questions, ask him. If you're ready to start, I'll see you at 3. Graham left without another word. Jonah handed Nia the folder. He likes you, that's rare. Nia opened the folder. The contract was 2 pages, simple, clear. Payment terms, hours, discretion, safety protocols. She signed it. Jonah smiled. Welcome to the team, Ms. Carter. I'll show you to the garage. At 2:45, Nia stood in the underground garage. The black sedan was sleek and new. It smelled like leather and money. A man in a dark jacket walked toward her. He was older, late 30s, white. His face was serious. Derek Hale, he said, head of security. Nia Carter, she said. Derek didn't shake her hand. He just looked at her. You're the new driver. I am. Mr. Whitmore has had 4 drivers in the last year, Derek said. They all quit, or they got too comfortable, or they caused problems. Nia kept her face calm. I'm not here to cause problems. We'll see, Derek said. He handed her a key card. Vehicle check logs are digital. You do a pre-drive check every time, no exceptions. I always do, Nia said. Derek watched her for a moment. Then he stepped back. Nia walked around the car. She checked the tires, the mirrors, the lights. She opened the hood and glanced at the fluid levels. Everything looked good. She got in the driver's seat and adjusted the mirrors. She ran her hands over the steering wheel. The leather was soft and perfect. Her phone buzzed. Mari, first shift, you good? Nia, I'm good. She wasn't sure if that was true, but she needed it to be. At 3 o'clock, Graham appeared. He wore the same gray suit. He carried a leather briefcase. Ms. Carter, he said. Mr. Whitmore, Nia said. He got in the back seat. Nia started the engine. It purred. Where to? She asked. Downtown, the Weston building. You know it? Yes, sir. Nia pulled out of the garage smoothly. The city streets were busy. Cars honked. A delivery truck blocked the right lane. Nia changed lanes carefully and kept moving. Graham didn't talk. He looked at his phone. Nia focused on the road. Then a car cut in front of them. No signal, no warning. Nia's foot hit the brake. Not hard, just firm. The sedan stopped smoothly. Her heart pounded. Her knuckles turned white on the wheel. Graham grabbed the door handle. Nia heard his sharp breath. Then the car ahead moved. Nia eased forward. Her hands stayed tight on the wheel. Graham exhaled. You okay? Yes, sir, Nia said. Her voice was steady even though her chest felt tight. That was close, Graham said. Not that close, Nia said. I had it. Graham didn't say anything. He just watched her in the rearview mirror. They reached the Weston building. Nia pulled up to the curb. I'll be an hour, Graham said. I'll be here, Nia said. Graham got out, then he leaned down and looked at her through the open door. Thank you, he said, for keeping me safe. He said it like he meant it. Not casual, not polite. Real. Nia nodded. That's my job. Graham closed the door and walked into the building. Nia sat in the car. She put her hands in her lap. They were shaking. She closed her eyes and whispered, hands steady, eyes forward, you're okay. That night, Nia sat in her small apartment. The kitchen was barely big enough for a table. The couch was old but clean. The walls were bare except for one framed photo of her and Mari laughing at a park. Nia filled a bowl with warm water and put her hands in it. The heat helped. The shaking always came after, never during. She opened her phone and typed a note. Day 1, safe, don't get attached. She stared at the words. Then she locked her phone and closed her eyes. Tomorrow she'd do it again. Tuesday morning came too fast. Nia arrived at the garage at 6:20. She had coffee in a travel mug. Her blazer was freshly pressed. Her phone buzzed. Mari, how's driving a billionaire? Nia, he's a millionaire and it's just a job. Mari, sure it is. Don't fall for him. Nia, not happening. Nia locked her phone and got out of her car. The garage was quiet. She did her vehicle check. Everything looked good. At 6:45, Graham appeared. He looked tired. His tie was already perfect, but his face was tense. Morning, he said. Morning, Mr. Whitmore, Nia said. They drove in silence for 10 minutes. Then Graham spoke. I need to add something to your schedule, he said. Nia glanced in the rearview mirror. What's that? One late-night pickup this week, Graham said. Probably Friday, maybe earlier. Nia's chest tightened. Night driving, rain, darkness, all the things that brought back the nightmare. How late? She asked. 10, maybe 11. Nia didn't answer right away. She needed this job, but night driving made her hands shake. Is there a problem? Graham asked. Nia chose her words carefully. I can do it, but I need to set a rule. If I feel unsafe, weather, traffic, anything, I pull over. No argument. Graham was quiet. Then he said, That's fair. I'd rather be late than dead. Nia felt something loosen in her chest. Thank you. I pay up front because drivers quit, Graham said. Suddenly, without warning, I need someone stable. I'm stable, Nia said. Good. They pulled up to Graham's office building. He got out and paused. See you tonight, he said. Yes, sir. Nia drove away. In the rearview mirror, she saw a car pull out 2 spaces behind her. It followed her through 1 turn, then 2. Then it disappeared. Nia told herself she was being paranoid, but she wrote down the license plate anyway. That afternoon, Nia drove Graham to a townhouse in an expensive neighborhood. Trees lined the street. The houses had gates. Wait here, Graham said. This won't take long. Nia nodded. Graham walked up to the front door. It opened before he could knock. A woman stood in the doorway. She was older, late 50s, white. She wore a cream-colored dress and pearls. Her hair was perfect. Her face was cold. The woman looked past Graham and stared at the car, at Nia. New staff? The woman asked. Graham turned. Mother, this is Ms. Carter, my driver. Nia got out of the car and walked over. She kept her face polite. Nice to meet you, ma'am, Nia said. The woman, Evelyn Whitmore, looked at Nia like she was measuring her, weighing her, deciding if she was good enough. I see, Evelyn said. She didn't smile. She didn't offer her hand. Graham's jaw tightened. I'll be out in a minute, Ms. Carter. Yes, sir, Nia said. She walked back to the car and got in. She didn't look back, but she felt Evelyn's eyes on her the whole time. When Graham came back, he was quiet, tense. He got in the car and closed the door harder than usual. Where to? Nia asked. The office, Graham said. They drove in silence. Then Graham spoke. I apologize for my mother. Nia glanced in the mirror. You don't have to apologize for her. She can be cold, Graham said. I noticed. Graham almost smiled. Most people wouldn't say that out loud. I'm not most people, Nia said. No, Graham said quietly. You're not. They didn't talk the rest of the drive, but something had shifted, something small, something neither of them was ready to name. That night, Nia sat on her apartment floor. She pulled out an old cardboard box from the back of her closet. Inside was a cracked keychain, a small plastic car. The paint was chipped, the chain was broken. It was from her old job, the one she'd lost, the one that still haunted her. She held it in her hand. Her chest felt tight. Why can't I let you go? She whispered. She put the keychain back in the box. She put the box back in the closet. Then she went to bed and hoped the nightmare wouldn't come. It did anyway. Friday night, 9:30. Nia sat in her car outside her apartment. Her phone was on the passenger seat. Mari's name was on the screen. You don't have to do this, Mari said through the speaker. Rent's due, Nia said. Then I'll lend you money. No, Nia's voice was firm. I promised him I'd be reliable. I keep my promises. Mari sighed. Fine, but I'm staying on the phone until you get there. Deal. Nia started the car and drove to the pickup location. It was a quiet building, private, no signs, just a black door with a small camera. Graham came out at 9:45. He looked exhausted. His tie was gone. His shirt sleeves were rolled up. He got in the car. "Thanks for coming." "No problem," Nia said. They pulled out into traffic. The city lights blurred together. Nia focused on the road. Then the sky opened up. Rain pounded the windshield. The wipers worked fast but couldn't keep up. Visibility dropped. Nia slowed down. She moved into the right lane. She kept space between the car and the vehicle ahead. "You okay?" Graham asked quietly. "I'm fine," Nia said, but her hands were tight on the wheel. Her breathing was shallow. "You don't have to pretend," Graham said. Nia glanced in the mirror. Graham was watching her, not judging, just watching. "Do you ever get scared? Driving?" he asked. Nia didn't answer right away. Then she said, "Sometimes. But you do it anyway." "I don't let it drive me," Nia said. Graham was quiet. Then he said, "That's brave." Nia's chest tightened. She didn't feel brave. She felt terrified. But she kept driving. They reached a slick ramp. The car ahead fishtailed slightly. Nia eased off the gas. She didn't brake hard. She just let the car slow naturally. They made it through. Safe. Graham exhaled. "You're good at this." "It's my job," Nia said. They pulled up to Graham's building. The rain had slowed to a drizzle. Nia stopped the car. Graham didn't get out right away. He just sat there. "What?" Nia asked. "Nothing," Graham said. Then he opened the door. He paused, looked back at her. "Drive safe going home," he said. "I always do," Nia said. Graham got out and walked to the door. He stopped and looked back one more time. Nia drove away. Her hands were shaking again. But this time, it wasn't just fear. It was something else, something she didn't want to name. She whispered into the dark car, "Don't get attached, don't get attached, don't." But her heart wasn't listening. Saturday morning felt different. Nia sat across from Mari at their favorite diner. The place was small and loud. The coffee was cheap and strong. The booth seats were cracked vinyl. Mari stirred her coffee and stared at Nia. "What?" Nia asked. "You're catching feelings," Mari said. "I'm not." "Yes, you are." Mari pointed her spoon at Nia. "I can see it in your face. You got that look." "What look?" "That he's different look. That maybe this time look." Mari shook her head. "Stop it." Nia picked at her eggs. "It's not like that." "Then what's it like?" Nia was quiet. Then she said, "He's not what I expected. He's not mean. He's not pushing. He just talks to me like I'm a person." "That's the bare minimum, babe." "I know," Nia sighed. "But you don't understand. In my old job, they treated me like furniture, like I didn't exist unless they needed something. Graham's not like that." Mari leaned forward. "Listen to me. He's rich. He's white. His mama already gave you the Ice Queen stare. You think this ends well?" "I'm not trying to make it end anywhere," Nia said. "I'm just trying to do my job." "Good. Keep it that way." Mari softened. "I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm saying you've been hurt before, and I don't want to watch you get hurt again." Nia reached across the table and squeezed Mari's hand. "I know. I'll be careful." "You better be." They finished breakfast. Nia paid the check, even though Mari protested. Then, Nia drove home and tried not to think about the way Graham had looked at her in the rearview mirror. She failed. Sunday morning. Nia's phone buzzed at 7 a.m. It was a text from Jonah. "Jonah, Mr. Whitmore wants to extend your trial to a month. Are you interested?" Nia sat up in bed. A month. That meant steady pay. That meant stability. Nia. "Yes, I'm interested." Jonah. "Great. New contract will be ready Monday. Also, he wants you to know about something." Nia's stomach tightened. Nia. "What?" Jonah. "The driver before you. There was an incident. She was accused of damaging a vehicle. She said it wasn't her. Mr. Whitmore believed her, but his mother and Derek pushed for her to leave. She quit before it could be resolved." Nia's chest felt cold. Nia. "What happened to the car?" Jonah. "Lug nut was loose. Could have been tampering. Could have been wear. Nobody knows, but she got blamed." Nia. "Why are you telling me this?" Jonah. "Because Mr. Whitmore wants you to know he didn't want her to leave, and because you should be careful. Not everyone here wants new people to succeed." Nia stared at the message. Then she typed back. Nia. "Thanks for the warning." She locked her phone and got out of bed. She walked to her closet and pulled out the old box again. The cracked keychain stared up at her. "It's happening again," she whispered. But this time, she wouldn't let it destroy her. This time, she'd be ready. Monday morning. Nia arrived early. She did her vehicle check like always. Tires, mirrors, lights, fluids. Everything looked fine. Derek walked past. He didn't say good morning. He just watched her. Nia ignored him. At 8 o'clock, Graham appeared. He looked more relaxed than usual. He even smiled a little. "Morning, Ms. Carter." "Morning, Mr. Whitmore." They drove to his first meeting. Traffic was light. The air was cool. Nia kept the windows cracked just enough to let fresh air in. "Jonah said you agreed to the month extension," Graham said. "I did." "Good." Graham paused. "He also told you about the last driver." Nia met his eyes in the mirror. "He did." "I want you to know something," Graham said. "I didn't want her to leave. I believed her. But I let other people pressure me into staying quiet." Nia didn't respond right away. Then she said, "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I won't make that mistake again." Nia's chest tightened. She wanted to believe him, but belief was dangerous. "Okay," she said. They drove the rest of the way in silence. That afternoon, Nia drove Graham to a lunch meeting. When she pulled up to the restaurant, a woman was waiting outside. She was white, late 20s, blonde hair, designer clothes. She smiled when she saw the car. Graham got out. The woman hugged him. It was friendly, but not romantic. At least, Nia didn't think it was romantic. "Graham, you're late," the woman said. "Traffic," Graham said. He glanced back at Nia. "Ms. Carter, this is Kendra Shaw, an old friend." Kendra looked at Nia. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. "Nice to meet you," Kendra said. "You too," Nia said. Kendra turned back to Graham. "Shall we?" They walked inside. Nia stayed in the car. She didn't like the way Kendra had looked at her, like she was measuring her, like she was a problem to be solved. Nia pulled out her phone and opened a note. Kendra Shaw. Friend. Watch her. She didn't know why she wrote it, just instinct. Tuesday was quiet. Graham had back-to-back meetings. Nia drove. She waited. She stayed professional. But something felt off. The car felt different, not broken, just off. The steering was a little loose. The brakes were a little soft. Nia pulled into a parking garage and got out. She checked the tires again. She looked under the car. Everything looked normal, but the feeling didn't go away. She texted Derek. "Nia, car feels off. Can you have a mechanic check it?" Derek. "What's wrong with it?" Nia. "Not sure. Just doesn't feel right." Derek. "I'll send someone." An hour later, a mechanic showed up. He was older, white. He had grease on his hands and a skeptical look on his face. "What's the problem?" he asked. "The steering feels loose," Nia said, "and the brakes are soft." The mechanic got in and started the car. He drove around the garage, then he came back and shook his head. "Feels fine to me." "Are you sure?" Nia asked. "Lady, I've been working on cars for 30 years. If something was wrong, I'd know." He left. Nia stood there feeling stupid, but the feeling didn't go away. Wednesday afternoon, Nia picked up Graham from a meeting. He got in the car and immediately asked, "What's wrong?" "Nothing," Nia said. "You're tense." Nia glanced in the mirror. "The car feels off. I had a mechanic check it. He said it's fine, but it doesn't feel fine." Graham leaned forward. "Do you trust your instincts?" "Usually." "Then I trust them too." Graham pulled out his phone. "I'll have Derek get a second opinion." "You don't have to." "I want to," Graham said. "If you say something's wrong, I believe you." Nia's throat tightened. She nodded. That night, a different mechanic checked the car. He found a loose lug nut on the front passenger tire. "Could have been an accident," the mechanic said. "Could have been tampering, hard to say." Derek stood next to Nia with his arms crossed. "Who had access to the car?" "Just me," Nia said. "And you, and the other mechanic." Derek's face was hard. "I'll review the garage footage," Nia nodded, but her hands were shaking. It was starting, just like before. Thursday morning, Nia almost called in sick. She sat in her car outside the garage and stared at her phone. "Mari, you okay?" Nia. "No." Mari. "What happened?" Nia. "Someone messed with the car. They're going to blame me." Mari. "Did you do it?" Nia. "Of course not." Mari. "Then fight. Don't run." Nia locked her phone. She got out of the car. She walked into the garage. Graham was waiting. Ms. Carter, he said, Derek told me about the lug nut. Naya's chest tightened. I didn't touch it. I know, Naya blinked. You know? I know. Graham's voice was firm. Someone's trying to set you up. We're going to find out who. Naya wanted to believe him, but belief was dangerous. What if you can't prove it? She asked. Then I'll believe you anyway, Graham said. He said it so simply, so certainly, like it was the easiest thing in the world. Nia's eyes burned. She blinked hard. Okay, she said. That night, Naya drove Graham to a charity event. She waited outside in the car while he went inside. She pulled out her phone and started taking pictures. Pictures of the car, pictures of the garage, pictures of every detail she could think of. She created a folder on her phone, labeled it Evidence. If this was going to be like last time, she'd be ready. Her phone buzzed. Graham, can you come inside? I need you to drive someone home after this. Naya hesitated. Then she got out of the car and walked to the door. A security guard stopped her. Staff entrance is around back. Mr. Whitmore asked me to come in, Nia said. The guard looked skeptical. Then his radio crackled. Let her through, a voice said. Nia walked inside. The event was in a large ballroom. People in expensive clothes stood around talking. Champagne glasses clinked, soft music played. Nia felt out of place. Graham appeared. Thank you for coming in. My mother needs a ride home. Her driver had an emergency. Nia's stomach dropped. Your mother? I know it's not ideal, Graham said, but I'd appreciate it. Nia wanted to say no, but she nodded. Okay. An hour later, Evelyn Whitmore walked out of the ballroom. She saw Nia and her face tightened. You're taking me home? Evelyn asked. Yes, ma'am, Nia said. Evelyn got in the back seat without another word. They drove in silence for 10 minutes. Then Evelyn spoke. How long have you been driving my son? 2 weeks, Nia said. Drivers come and go, Evelyn said. They always do. Nia didn't respond. My son is trusting, Evelyn continued. Too trusting. He sees the best in people, even when he shouldn't. Nia's hands tightened on the wheel. I'm just here to do my job, ma'am. Are you? Evelyn's voice was cold. Or are you here for something else? Nia pulled up to Evelyn's house. She put the car in park and turned around. I'm here because I'm good at what I do, Nia said. And because your son respects that. If you can't, that's your problem, not mine. Evelyn's eyes widened. Then she got out of the car without a word. Nia drove away. Her hands were shaking. Her heart was pounding. She pulled over 2 blocks away and called Marie. I just told Graham's mother off, Nia said. Good, Marie said. Did she deserve it? Yes? Then don't apologize. Nia laughed. It came out shaky. I might get fired. If he fires you for standing up for yourself, he's not worth it anyway. Nia leaned her head back. I'm tired, Mari. I know, babe. Come over. I'll make you tea and we'll watch trash TV. Okay. Nia hung up. She sat in the car for another minute. Then she drove to Marie's apartment and tried to forget the look in Evelyn's eyes. Friday morning. Nia expected a text saying she was fired. Instead, she got a text from Graham. Graham. Thank you for driving my mother. She told me what happened. Nia's stomach dropped. Nia, I'm sorry if I was disrespectful. Graham. You weren't. She was, and I told her so. Nia stared at the message. Nia, are you serious? Graham. Very. See you at 9. Nia sat on her bed. She read the message 3 times. Then she got ready for work. When Nia arrived at the garage, Graham was waiting. He looked different, softer. Morning, he said. Morning, Nia said. They got in the car. Nia started the engine. They pulled out into traffic. My mother called me last night, Graham said. She said you were rude. Nia's chest tightened. I told her she was wrong, Graham said. I told her you were honest and that I appreciated it. Nia didn't know what to say. You don't have to walk on eggshells around my family, Graham said. You don't have to pretend to be smaller than you are. I like you the way you are. Nia's throat felt tight. She kept her eyes on the road. Thank you, she said quietly. They drove in silence, but it was a different kind of silence, the kind that felt safe. That afternoon, Nia drove Graham to a quiet park. He'd asked her to take him somewhere peaceful. No meetings, no calls, just quiet. She parked near a path. Graham got out and walked toward a bench. Then he turned back. Will you walk with me? Nia hesitated. I'm working. Please, Graham said. Just 5 minutes. Nia got out of the car. She followed him down the path. They walked slowly. The trees were green. The air smelled like rain. Can I ask you something? Graham said. Okay. Why do you drive? Nia frowned. What do you mean? You're good at it, but you're scared of it, so why do you do it? Nia stopped walking. She looked at the trees, the sky, anywhere but at him. Because I refuse to let fear win, she said. I had something I loved stolen from me once. I'm not letting it happen again. Graham was quiet. Then he said, I'm scared too. Nia looked at him. Of what? Of letting people close, Graham said. Of being wrong about them. Of trusting someone and getting hurt. Nia's chest ached. She understood that fear. She lived with it every day. So what do you do? She asked. I stay in control, Graham said. I keep people at a distance. I make decisions with my head, not my heart. Does it work? No, Graham looked at her. It makes me lonely. Nia's breath caught. They stood there on the path, not touching, just looking at each other. I should get you back, Nia said. Yeah, Graham said. They walked back to the car, but something had shifted, something neither of them was ready to name yet. Friday night, 9:30. Nia drove Graham to his last pickup of the week. The rain had started again, soft at first, then harder. You okay? Graham asked. I'm okay, Nia said. She drove carefully, slowly. The wipers worked hard. The headlights cut through the darkness. They reached a quiet overlook. Graham had asked her to stop here, just for a minute. Nia pulled over. The city lights sparkled below them. Why did you want to stop here? Nia asked. Because it's beautiful, Graham said, and because I wanted to see it with you. Nia's heart pounded. Mr. Whitmore. Graham, he said. Please, just call me Graham. Graham. His name felt strange in her mouth, personal, dangerous. When you drive, I feel safe, Graham said. When you're near, I feel alive. And I know that's not professional. I know I shouldn't say it, but I can't keep pretending I don't feel it. Nia turned around in her seat. You can't say things like that. Why not? Because I work for you, because your family hates me, because this can't happen. What if I don't care about any of that? Graham asked. Nia's eyes burned. You should care, because I've been here before, and it ended with me broken and blamed. I won't survive it again. Graham leaned forward. I won't let that happen. You can't promise that. Yes, I can. Nia shook her head. You're wrong. You can't control everything, and when it falls apart, I'm the one who will pay for it. She turned back around and started the car. Nia, Graham said. We should go, Nia said. They drove back in silence. When they reached Graham's building, he didn't get out right away. I'm sorry, he said. I shouldn't have said those things. It's fine, Nia said. It's not fine. Graham opened the door, but I meant every word. He got out and walked inside. Nia sat in the car. Her hands were shaking. Her heart was racing. She whispered into the dark, Don't fall for him. Don't fall for him. Don't. But it was too late. She already had. Saturday morning felt heavy. Nia woke up with Graham's words echoing in her head. When you're near, I feel alive. She rolled over and grabbed her phone. No messages, no calls, just silence. She got out of bed and made coffee. Her apartment felt too small, too quiet. She needed to move, to think, to breathe. Her phone buzzed. Marie, brunch? Nia, yes, please. An hour later, Nia sat across from Mari at a different diner. This one had big windows and weak coffee. Mari ordered pancakes. Nia ordered nothing. You look terrible, Mari said. Thanks. What happened? Nia stared at her empty cup. He told me he has feelings for me. Mari set down her fork. The millionaire? Yeah? What did you say? I told him it couldn't happen. Good. But I feel terrible about it, Nia said. Because I feel it too. And I hate that I feel it. Mari reached across the table. Listen to me. You've been doing so good. You got a stable job. You're facing your fear every day. You're rebuilding. Don't mess that up for some guy. He's not just some guy, Nia said quietly. Yes, he is. Mari's voice was firm. He's your boss. He's rich. His mama already hates you, and someone's trying to sabotage you. You really think this is the time to fall in love? Nia closed her eyes. I'm not falling in love. Then what are you doing? I don't know. Mari squeezed her hand. Figure it out, before it's too late. Monday morning came too fast. Nia hadn't heard from Graham all weekend. No texts, no calls, nothing. She arrived at the garage early, did her check. Everything looked fine. Graham appeared at 9 sharp. He wore a dark suit. His face was unreadable. Morning, Ms. Carter, he said. Back to Ms. Carter, back to professional. Morning, Mr. Whitmore, Nia said. They drove in silence. Graham looked at his phone. Nia focused on the road. After 20 minutes, Graham spoke. I'm sorry about Friday. It's fine, Nia said. It's not fine. I put you in an uncomfortable position. Can we just forget it happened? Nia asked. Graham was quiet. Then he said, if that's what you want. It is. They didn't talk the rest of the drive, but the silence felt wrong. Heavy, like something important had been lost. Tuesday was worse. Graham was polite but distant. He said please and thank you. He asked about routes and timing, but he didn't ask about her. Nia told herself this was better, safer, professional, but it hurt anyway. That afternoon, Nia drove Graham to a business lunch. When she pulled up, Kendra was waiting outside again. She wore a red dress. Her smile was bright and fake. Graham, she called. Graham got out. Kendra hugged him longer than necessary. I'm so glad you could make it, Kendra said. She glanced at Nia. Still using the same driver? Yes, Graham said. Interesting. Kendra's smile didn't waver. Well, shall we? They walked inside. Nia stayed in the car. She pulled out her phone and opened her evidence folder. She'd been documenting everything, every shift, every check, every person who had access to the car. She added a new note, Kendra Shaw, second appearance, pays too much attention. Wednesday afternoon, Nia picked up Graham from his office. He got in the car looking exhausted. Long day? Nia asked. Very, Graham said. They drove toward his next appointment. Traffic was slow. The sky was gray. Can I ask you something? Graham said. Okay. Do you ever regret taking this job? Nia glanced in the mirror. Sometimes. Why? Because I feel like I made your life harder. Nia's chest tightened. You didn't. The job is fine. You're fine. It's everything else that's hard. My mother? Your mother. Your ex. The people who keep looking at me like I don't belong. Nia's hands tightened on the wheel. I'm good at what I do. But it doesn't matter. They've already decided I'm a problem. Graham leaned forward. You're not a problem. You're the best driver I've ever had. Then why do I feel like I'm always one mistake away from losing everything? Graham didn't answer, because he didn't have an answer. They drove the rest of the way in silence. Thursday night, Nia was at home when her phone rang. It was Derek. Ms. Carter, I need you to come to the garage. Nia's stomach dropped. Why? Just come, now. Nia drove to the garage. Her hands were shaking. When she arrived, Derek was waiting. So was Jonah. What's going on? Nia asked. Derek held up a tablet. Security footage from 2 nights ago. He showed her a video. The garage. Late at night. A figure moving near the car. Nia's chest went cold. Who is that? We don't know, Derek said. But they had access, and they were near the vehicle. Are you saying someone tampered with it? Nia asked. I'm saying we're investigating, Derek said. But until we know more, you need to be careful. Nia looked at Jonah. Did you tell Graham? Not yet, Jonah said. We wanted to talk to you first. Tell him, Nia said. Tell him everything. Friday morning, Nia arrived at the garage expecting Graham. Instead, she found a note on the car. Taking the day off, Derek will update you on the investigation. Nia crumpled the note. She got in her own car and drove home. She sat on her couch and stared at the wall. Her phone buzzed. Mari, you okay? Nia, no. Mari, coming over. 20 minutes later, Mari let herself in with the spare key. She brought coffee and donuts. Talk, Mari said. Someone's messing with the car, Nia said. They have video proof, but they don't know who it is yet. So they believe you? For now. But what happens when they can't prove who did it? What happens when it's easier to blame me? Mari set down her coffee. Then you leave. You walk away before they push you out. I can't, Nia said. I need this job. I need the money, and I need to prove I didn't do anything wrong. Even if it breaks you? Nia looked at Mari. I'm already broken. I've been broken since the last time. I'm just trying to hold the pieces together. Mari pulled Nia into a hug. Then let me help you hold them. Nia cried into Mari's shoulder, all the fear, all the anger, all the pain she'd been holding back. I'm so tired, Nia whispered. I know, Mari said. I know. Saturday night, Nia's phone buzzed. Graham. Can I see you? Nia stared at the message. She should say no. She should keep her distance. She should protect herself. She typed back. Where? Graham. The Overlook, 8 p.m. Nia arrived at 7:55. Graham's car was already there. He was leaning against it, looking at the city lights. Nia got out and walked over. What's this about? I needed to see you, Graham said, to talk. Without walls, without roles. I know what we shouldn't do, Graham said, but I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of keeping my distance because it's safer, because it's easier. Nia's chest ached. What do you want from me? Honestly, Graham turned to face her. Everything. I want to know you, really know you, not just the professional version, the real you. The real me is scared, Nia said. The real me has nightmares. The real me doesn't trust easily. And the real me knows this will end badly. What if it doesn't? Graham stepped closer. What if just this once, something good actually happens? Nia's eyes burned. I can't believe that. Every time I believe it, I get hurt. Then don't believe it yet, Graham said. Just give it a chance. Give us a chance. Nia looked at him, really looked at him, at the hope in his eyes, at the vulnerability he was trying so hard to show her. One chance, she whispered, but if your family comes at me again, I'm gone. If someone blames me for something I didn't do, I'm gone. If this gets too hard, I'm gone. That's fair, Graham said. And we take this slow, Nia said. Really slow, no rushing, no pressure. Okay? They stood there in the cool night air. The city sparkled below them. Graham reached for her hand, slowly, carefully, giving her time to pull away. She didn't. Their fingers intertwined. It felt terrifying and right at the same time. I'm still scared, Nia said. So am I, Graham said. They stood there, holding hands, not kissing, not promising forever, just being together in this one moment. And for the first time in years, Nia let herself hope. The next week was different. Graham was still professional during work hours. But after shifts, they'd talk. Sometimes for 5 minutes, sometimes for an hour. They talked about everything, about their childhoods, their dreams, their fears. Graham told her about growing up lonely in a big house, about a mother who cared more about status than love, about learning to control everything because chaos felt dangerous. Nia told him about the crash, about the blame, about the nightmares that still woke her up at 3 a.m. I'm sorry that happened to you, Graham said one night. It made me who I am, Nia said. I just wish it hadn't hurt so much. Graham reached for her hand. I won't let it happen again. You can't promise that. I can promise I'll fight like hell to prevent it. That was enough. For now, that was enough. 2 weeks later, things felt stable. Nia was documenting everything, taking photos, keeping logs, building her evidence folder just in case. Derek was still investigating, but he'd found nothing new. The figure in the video was too blurry. The angle was wrong. They couldn't identify who it was. We're working on it, Derek told Nia one morning. Work faster, Nia said. Derek's jaw tightened, but he nodded. That afternoon, Nia drove Graham to another meeting. When she pulled up, Kendra was waiting again. This time she walked straight to the car window. Graham, we need to talk, Kendra said. She glanced at Nia. Privately. Graham got out. They walked a few feet away. Nia couldn't hear what they were saying, but she could see Kendra's face, the fake concern, the calculated words. Graham's face was hard. He said something short. Then he walked back to the car. Everything okay? Nia asked. Fine, Graham said, but his voice was tight. They drove to the next appointment in silence. That night, Nia couldn't sleep. Something felt wrong, like a storm was coming and she couldn't see it yet. She got out of bed and opened her evidence folder. She scrolled through the photos, the logs, the notes. Then she saw it. A pattern. Every time something went wrong with the car, Kendra had been around. Not always obvious, but there. In the background. Nearby. Nia's heart pounded. She opened a new note and started typing. Timeline. Week 1. Kendra at lunch meeting. Lugnut loose 2 days later. Week 3. Kendra at charity event. Car feels off the next day. Week 4. Kendra at another meeting. Steering loose that evening. It could be coincidence, but Nia didn't believe in coincidence anymore. She sent the note to herself. Then, she backed up the entire folder to her cloud storage, just in case. Monday morning felt different. The air was heavy. Nia's hands shook during her pre-drive check. Graham appeared right on time. He looked good, relaxed, happy. Morning, he said. Morning, Nia said. They drove toward his first meeting. Traffic was light. The sun was shining. Everything felt perfect. Too perfect. Can I ask you something? Graham said. Sure. After work today, would you want to get dinner? Real dinner. Not in the car, not talking about work, just us. Nia's heart jumped. Like a date? Exactly like a date. Nia smiled. Okay, yes. Graham's face lit up. Yeah? Yeah. They drove the rest of the way with matching smiles. When they reached the office, Graham got out, but before he closed the door, he leaned back in. Thank you, he said. For what? For giving me a chance, Graham said. For trusting me when you had every reason not to. Don't make me regret it, Nia said, but she was smiling. I won't. He closed the door and walked inside. Nia sat in the car. Her heart felt light. Her chest felt warm. She pulled out her phone and texted Mari. Nia, he asked me to dinner. I said yes. Mari, are you sure about this? Nia, no, but I'm doing it anyway. Mari, then be careful and text me every hour so I know you're okay. Nia, I will. Nia put her phone away. She looked at the city through the windshield. Maybe, just maybe, something good was finally happening. That afternoon, Nia got a call from Derek. Ms. Carter, I need you to come to the garage right now. I'm waiting for Mr. Whitmore. This can't wait. Nia's stomach dropped. I'll be there in 10 minutes. She drove to the garage. Derek was waiting. So was Evelyn. Nia's chest went cold. What's going on? Nia asked. Evelyn stepped forward. There's been another incident. What kind of incident? The car, Derek said. Brake fluid was tampered with. If you'd driven today, the brakes could have failed. Nia's legs felt weak. But I did my check. Everything was fine. The tampering happened after your check, Derek said. Someone accessed the vehicle between your inspection and Mr. Whitmore's scheduled pickup. Who? Nia asked. That's what we're trying to find out, Derek said. Evelyn's face was ice. Ms. Carter, I'm sure you understand why this is concerning. You're the only person with consistent access to the vehicle. I didn't do this, Nia said. I'm not saying you did, Evelyn said, but her tone said otherwise. Nia looked at Derek. Show me the footage. Derek hesitated. Then he pulled out a tablet. The video showed the garage, Nia doing her check. Then the camera angle went dark for exactly 1 minute. When it came back, nothing looked different. That's it? Nia asked. That's your evidence? There's a blind spot, Derek said. 1 minute where we can't see the vehicle. So someone tampered with it during that minute, Nia said. Someone who knew about the blind spot, someone who had access. She looked at Evelyn. Did you check who else was in the building? Evelyn's face hardened. Are you suggesting? I'm suggesting you look at everyone, Nia said. Not just me. Ms. Carter, Derek started. No, Nia's voice was firm. I have documented every single check, every shift, every person I've seen near this car. I have photos, timestamps, everything. And if you're going to accuse me, you better have more than a 1 minute blind spot. She pulled out her phone and opened her evidence folder. She showed them the photos, the logs, the timeline. Derek's face changed. You've been documenting everything? From day one, Nia said, because I knew this would happen. I knew someone would try to blame me. Evelyn's face was unreadable. This doesn't prove your innocence. It proves I'm careful, Nia said. It proves I take this seriously, and it proves someone else has been around every time something went wrong. Who? Derek asked. Nia showed him the timeline, the pattern. Kendra's name appeared 3 times. Derek's jaw tightened. He looked at Evelyn. Evelyn's face went pale. This is circumstantial, Evelyn said quietly. Then investigate it, Nia said, but stop assuming I'm guilty just because it's easier. She walked out of the garage. Her hands were shaking. Her heart was pounding. She got in her own car and drove away. Halfway home, she had to pull over because she couldn't see through her tears. Her phone buzzed. Graham. "Where are you?" "I'm ready for pickup." Nia stared at the message. Then she typed back. "Nia, ask Derek. I'm done for today." She put her phone on silent and drove to Mari's apartment. That night, Graham showed up at Mari's door. Mari opened it and crossed her arms. "She doesn't want to see you." "Please," Graham said. "I need to talk to her." "You need to." Mari's voice was hard. "What about what she needs? She just got accused of trying to kill you, again, and your mother was there, looking at her like she's trash." "I know," Graham said. "That's why I need to see her, to apologize, to fix this." "You can't fix this," Mari said. "This is bigger than you." "Mari." Nia's voice came from inside the apartment. "Let him in." Mari stepped aside. Graham walked in. Nia sat on the couch. Her eyes were red. Her face was tired. Graham sat next to her, not too close, just near. "I'm sorry," he said. "For what?" Nia asked. "For your mother? For Derek? For the fact that someone's trying to frame me and no one believes me?" "I believe you," Graham said. "Do you?" Nia looked at him. "Really? Because when it comes down to it, when your family says one thing and I say another, who are you going to choose?" Graham was quiet. The silence stretched. Nia's chest cracked. "That's what I thought." "I'm trying," Graham said. "I'm trying to be better, to choose you. But it's hard when I've spent my whole life trying to keep everyone happy." "I don't need you to keep me happy," Nia said. "I need you to believe me, to stand up for me, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard." "I will," Graham said. "Prove it," Nia said. Graham stood up. He looked at Nia. Then he walked to the door. "Where are you going?" Nia asked. "To prove it," Graham said, and he left. Graham drove straight to his mother's house. It was late, almost 11, but he didn't care. He knocked on the door, hard. Evelyn opened it in a silk robe. Her face was surprised, then annoyed. "Graham, it's late." "We need to talk," Graham said. He walked past her into the house. Evelyn closed the door. "About what?" "About Nia. About the way you treated her today. About the way you've been treating her since day one." Evelyn's face went cold. "I've been protecting you." "From what?" Graham's voice rose. "From someone who's honest? Someone who's good at her job? Someone who actually cares about me?" "She's your driver," Evelyn said. "Nothing more." "She's more than that to me," Graham said. "And you know it. That's why you've been so cruel to her." Evelyn walked to the living room. She poured herself a glass of water. Her hands were steady, but her face was tight. "You don't understand," Evelyn said. "Then explain it to me." Evelyn was quiet for a long moment. Then she said, "When your father left, I had nothing. No money, no status, no power. I had to build everything from nothing, and I did it by being smart, by being careful, by not letting people take advantage of me." "Nia isn't taking advantage of me," Graham said. "Isn't she?" Evelyn turned to face him. "She's young. She's pretty. She works for you. And now suddenly you have feelings for her? How convenient." "It's not like that," Graham said. "How do you know?" Evelyn's voice was sharp. "How do you know she isn't playing you, using you, waiting for the right moment to ask for money or connections or—" "Because I know her," Graham said. His voice was firm. "I know her because I've spent hours with her. I've watched her work. I've seen how careful she is, how honest. She doesn't want my money. She barely wants my attention. She's the most guarded person I've ever met because people like you have hurt her before." Evelyn flinched. "Someone is sabotaging her," Graham continued. "Someone is trying to make her look negligent. And instead of helping me find out who, you're assuming she's guilty, just like you assumed the last driver was guilty." "The last driver was innocent," Graham said, "and we pushed her out anyway, because it was easier than admitting we were wrong. I won't do that again, not to Nia, not to anyone." Evelyn set down her glass. "What do you want from me?" "I want you to stop," Graham said. "Stop judging her. Stop treating her like she's beneath us. Stop making her feel like she has to prove herself every single day." "And if I can't," Graham's jaw tightened, "then you'll see a lot less of me." Evelyn's eyes widened. "You'd choose her over your own mother?" "I'd choose doing the right thing," Graham said, "over anyone, including you." He walked to the door, then he stopped and looked back. Nia has evidence, Graham said. Photos, logs, timestamps. She's been documenting everything because she knew someone would try to blame her, and her evidence points to someone who's been around every time something went wrong. Who? Evelyn asked quietly. Kendra. Evelyn's face went pale. Graham left. The next morning, Nia woke up on Mari's couch. Her phone had 17 missed calls, 12 from Graham, 3 from Jonah, 2 from Derek. She listened to Graham's voicemails. Nia, please call me back. I talked to my mother. I'm handling this. I'm not giving up on you, on us. Please just call me. I know you're scared. I know you don't trust this, but I'm asking you to trust me. Just one more time. Nia deleted the messages. She couldn't listen to them without crying. Mari walked in with coffee. He called me too, 4 times. What did you say? I told him to give you space. Mari sat down. But I also told him not to give up. Nia looked at her. Why would you say that? Because I saw his face last night, Mari said. He looked like a man who'd finally figured out what matters, and what matters is you. It won't last, Nia said. It never does. Maybe not, Mari said, but maybe it will. And if you walk away now, you'll never know. Nia took the coffee. She wrapped her hands around the warm cup and stared at nothing. I'm so tired of being scared, she whispered. Then stop letting fear make your decisions, Mari said. Make one brave choice, just one, and see what happens. Nia went home that afternoon. She showered, changed clothes, sat on her bed and stared at her phone. Finally, she called Graham. He answered on the first ring. Nia. Hi, she said. Are you okay? No, but I'm here. Graham exhaled. I talked to my mother and to Derek. We're reviewing all the security footage, not just the garage, the whole building, every camera, every entrance. We're going to find out who did this. And if you can't? Then I'll believe you anyway, Graham said. I'm done letting other people decide what's true. I know you. I trust you. That's enough. Nia's eyes burned. Your mother won't like that. My mother needs to learn that my life isn't hers to control. They were quiet for a moment. Then Nia said, I'm still scared. Me too, Graham said. But I'd rather be scared with you than safe without you. Nia smiled through her tears. That's a terrible line. I know, I'm not good at this. Neither am I. Then we'll figure it out together, Graham said, if you're willing. Nia closed her eyes. She thought about all the reasons to say no, all the ways this could go wrong, all the pain waiting on the other side. But she also thought about the way Graham looked at her, the way he listened, the way he fought for her even when it cost him something. Okay, she whispered, together. The next day, Nia went back to work. She did her pre-drive check. Everything looked good. Graham appeared at 9. He looked tired but determined. Morning, he said. Morning, Nia said. They got in the car. Nia started the engine. Derek wants to talk to you, Graham said. Later today, he found something. Nia's stomach tightened. What? He wouldn't tell me. He said he wanted to talk to you first. They drove to Graham's first meeting. The city was busy. The sun was bright. Everything looked normal. But Nia's hands were cold on the wheel. That afternoon, Nia met Derek in a private office. Jonah was there too. Ms. Carter, Derek said, thank you for coming. What did you find? Nia asked. Derek pulled out a laptop. He opened a video file. This is from the loading dock camera, Derek said. 3 weeks ago, late evening. The video showed the loading dock, empty, quiet. Then a figure appeared. Female, blonde hair, designer coat. Kendra. She looked around. Then she walked toward the garage entrance. She pulled out a key card and swiped it. The door opened. She has a key card? Nia asked. She had one, Derek said, from when she and Mr. Whitmore were dating. He never asked for it back. The video continued. Kendra disappeared into the garage. 5 minutes later, she came back out. She looked around again. Then she left. What was she doing in there? Nia asked. We don't know, Derek said, but the timing matches. The lug nut incident happened the next morning. He pulled up another video, different date, same pattern. Kendra entering the garage late at night, leaving 5 minutes later. How many times? Nia asked. 3 that we've found so far, Derek said. Possibly more. We're still reviewing footage. Naya's chest felt tight. Why would she do this? Derek and Jonah exchanged a look. We think she's trying to get you fired, Jonah said. So Mr. Whitmore will need a new driver, and she can recommend someone loyal to her. Why does she care who drives him? Because she wants him back, Jonah said, and you're in the way. Nia sat down. Her legs felt weak. This is enough, right? She asked. This proves it wasn't me? It's enough to question her, Derek said, but it's not definitive proof. The cameras don't show her actually tampering with the vehicle, just entering the garage. So what happens now? Now we confront her, Derek said, with Mr. Whitmore present, and we ask her directly. Nia nodded. When? Tonight, Derek said. At Mr. Whitmore's house. His mother will be there too. Nia's stomach dropped. Why does she need to be there? Because she invited Kendra, Jonah said quietly. She's been encouraging Mr. Whitmore to give Kendra another chance. She needs to see this. That evening, Nia drove Graham home. She was supposed to leave after drop-off, but Graham asked her to stay. Please, he said, I need you there. Your mother needs to see the truth, Graham said, all of it, including the fact that you're innocent. Nia followed him inside. The house was beautiful. High ceilings, expensive furniture, everything perfect and cold. Evelyn was in the living room. So was Kendra. Kendra's smile faltered when she saw Nia. Graham, Kendra said, I didn't know you were bringing staff. Nia isn't staff, Graham said. She's here because this concerns her. Derek appeared in the doorway. He held a tablet. Ms. Shaw, Derek said, we need to ask you some questions. Kendra's face went pale. About what? Derek showed her the video. Kendra entering the garage, once, twice, 3 times. This is you, Derek said, entering the garage late at night, multiple times. Can you explain why? Kendra's mouth opened, then closed. I was visiting Graham. At midnight? Graham's voice was cold. In the garage, without telling me? I wanted to surprise you, Kendra said. Her voice was shaky. With what? Derek asked. Kendra didn't answer. Each time you entered the garage, Derek continued, something went wrong with the vehicle the next day. The lug nut, the steering, the brake fluid. Are you saying that's a coincidence? I didn't do anything, Kendra said, but her eyes were panicked. Then why did you mention the tire pressure issue? Graham asked. That detail was never made public. Only someone who tampered with the car would know. Kendra's face crumbled. I was trying to help. Help who? Evelyn's voice was ice. You, Kendra said. She looked at Evelyn. You said she was wrong for him. You said she was just using him. I thought if she looked incompetent, he'd let her go. And then things could go back to normal. The room went silent. Evelyn's face was white. You did this because of me. You wanted her gone, Kendra said. I was just making it happen. By endangering my son? Evelyn's voice shook. By sabotaging his vehicle? By risking his life? I was careful, Kendra said. Nothing I did would have actually hurt him, just made her look bad. Nia stood up. Her whole body was shaking. You ruined my life, Nia said. Her voice was quiet, but hard. You made me doubt myself. You made me scared. You almost destroyed the one good thing I've built. And for what? Because you wanted him back? You don't understand, Kendra said. You're right, Nia said. I don't understand. Because I would never hurt someone like that. I would never be so cruel. Kendra's eyes filled with tears. But Nia didn't care. Graham stood next to Nia. You need to leave, now. Graham, now, Graham said. And if you ever come near Nia again, I'll file charges for everything. Kendra looked at Evelyn, but Evelyn turned away. Kendra grabbed her purse and walked to the door. Before she left, she looked back at Nia. I'm sorry, Kendra whispered. Nia said nothing. The door closed. The room was silent. Derek excused himself. Jonah followed. Evelyn stood by the window. Her back was to them. Mother, Graham said. Don't, Evelyn said. Her voice was tired. Don't say anything. You need to hear this, Graham said. You were wrong. About Nia, about everything. Evelyn turned around. Her face was different, softer, sad. I know, she said. She looked at Nia. I misjudged you. I assumed the worst because it was easier than admitting I was being controlling. I'm sorry. Nia didn't know what to say. She'd expected anger, defensiveness, not this. Thank you, Nia said quietly. Evelyn nodded. She looked at Graham. She's good for you. I can see that now. Graham reached for Nia's hand. She is. Evelyn walked toward the door, then she stopped. Ms. Carter, she said, would you stay for dinner, as a guest, not as staff? Nia looked at Graham. He squeezed her hand. Okay, Nia said, I'll stay. Dinner was awkward at first. They ate slowly, made small talk, avoided the big topics. Then Evelyn asked, how did you start driving professionally? Nia told her. About learning to drive with her father, about loving the control and freedom of it, about the crash that changed everything. I'm sorry that happened to you, Evelyn said. It made me stronger, Nia said, even though it hurt. Evelyn was quiet. Then she said, I grew up poor. Did Graham tell you? No, Nia said. My mother cleaned houses. My father left when I was young. I learned early that the world doesn't give you anything. You have to take it, fight for it, protect it. She looked at Graham. I raised him to be strong, to be in control, but I forgot to teach him how to be vulnerable, how to let people in. He's learning, Nia said softly. Evelyn smiled, just a little. I can see that. After dinner, Graham walked Nia to her car. Thank you for staying, he said. Thank you for fighting for me, Nia said. They stood in the driveway. The night was cool. The stars were bright. I have something to tell you, Graham said. What? When all this happened, when you were being blamed, there was 1 second where I hesitated, 1 second where I thought, what if they're right? And I hate myself for that. Nia's chest tightened. You thought I did it? For 1 second, 1 heartbeat, and then I knew. I knew you didn't. But that 1 second of doubt almost cost me everything. Graham took her hand. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Nia looked at their joined hands. You're human. Humans doubt. It's what you did after that matters. I chose you, Graham said. I chose to believe you, to fight for you, and I'll keep choosing you every day for as long as you'll let me. Nia's eyes filled with tears. That's all I needed to hear. Graham pulled her close. He kissed her forehead, then her cheek, then softly, her lips. It was their first real kiss, not rushed, not desperate, just gentle and true. When they pulled apart, Nia was smiling. I should go, she said. I know, Graham said, but I don't want you to. I'll see you tomorrow, Nia said, at work, like normal. Nothing about this is normal, Graham said. Good, Nia said. I don't want normal. I want real. She got in her car and drove home. In the rearview mirror, she watched Graham standing in the driveway, watching her leave. Her phone buzzed. Graham, thank you for not giving up on me. Nia, thank you for not giving up on us. The next morning felt different. Lighter. Nia arrived at the garage early. She did her check with steady hands. Graham appeared right on time. He was smiling. Morning, he said. Morning, Nia said. They drove in comfortable silence. Then Graham said, I have a proposal. What kind of proposal? The professional kind, Graham said. I want to offer you a permanent position, not just as my driver. As my head of transportation, you'd manage the vehicles, hire other drivers when needed, set safety protocols, make decisions. Nia's heart jumped. Are you serious? Completely. You're the most careful, most professional person I've ever worked with, and I trust you. That matters more than anything. Nia was quiet. Then she said, Can I think about it? Of course. They drove the rest of the way in silence, but it was a good silence, full of possibility. That weekend, Nia met Mari for brunch. He offered you a promotion, Mari asked. Yeah. Are you going to take it? Nia stared at her coffee. I don't know. Part of me wants to, but part of me is scared. What if things don't work out between us? What if I'm stuck working for my ex? What if it does work out? Mari asked. What if this is the real thing? What if you finally get the happy ending you deserve? I don't believe in happy endings, Nia said. Then start, Mari said. Because you've earned this. You've fought for it. You've survived everything life threw at you, and you came out stronger. Now someone is offering you everything you want. Don't run from it just because you're scared. Nia wiped her eyes. When did you get so wise? I've always been wise, Mari said. You just finally started listening. Monday morning, Nia gave Graham her answer. "I'll take the position," she said, "but I have conditions." "Name them." "Written contract. Clear boundaries between work and personal. If things don't work out between us, I keep my job with no retaliation. And if I ever feel unsafe or disrespected, I can leave with full severance." Graham smiled. "Done. Anything else?" "Yeah, we take this slow. Really slow. No moving in together. No big declarations. Just two people learning to trust each other." "I can do that," Graham said. They shook hands. Professional, clean. Then Graham grinned. "Can I kiss you after work hours?" "Absolutely," Nia said. 3 months later, things were good. Not perfect, but good. Nia was managing 3 drivers now. She'd written safety protocols that actually made sense. She was respected, trusted, valued, and she and Graham were still together, still learning, still growing. Some days were hard. Evelyn still had opinions. Derek still watched Nia too closely. The nightmares still came sometimes. But Nia had learned something important. Fear didn't have to control her. She could feel scared and still move forward. She could doubt and still choose trust. One night, Graham took her back to the overlook. The city sparkled below them. "Remember the first time we came here?" Graham asked. "You told me you had feelings for me," Nia said, "and I told you it couldn't happen. I'm glad you changed your mind." "Me too." They stood there holding hands, watching the lights, breathing the cool air. "I love you," Graham said. "I know we said no big declarations, but I can't keep it in anymore. I love you." Nia's chest felt warm, full, safe. "I love you too," she said. Graham pulled her close. He kissed her like she was precious, like she was everything. When they pulled apart, Nia was crying. "Happy tears?" Graham asked. "Very happy tears," Nia said. They got in the car. Nia sat in the driver's seat. Graham sat beside her. "Where to?" Nia asked. "Anywhere," Graham said. "As long as you're driving?" Nia smiled. She started the engine. The familiar hum filled the car. She looked at Graham, at the man who'd chosen her, who'd fought for her, who'd learned to be vulnerable just for her. "Hands steady, eyes forward," she whispered. "What?" Graham asked. "Something I tell myself," Nia said, "when I'm scared." "Are you scared now?" Nia thought about it, really thought about it. "No," she said. "For the first time in years, I'm not scared. I'm just happy." Graham squeezed her hand. "Good. You deserve to be happy." Nia pulled out onto the road. The city lights blurred past. The night was clear. The path ahead was open. She'd spent so long running from her past, hiding from her fear, protecting her heart, but now she was driving toward something, toward love, toward trust, toward a future that felt safe. Not because nothing bad could happen, but because she knew she could survive it. She'd survived everything else, and this time, she wasn't alone. 6 months later, Nia stood in front of her. Apartment building. Graham's car was packed with boxes. "Last chance to change your mind," Graham said. "Not changing my mind," Nia said. They were moving in together, slowly, carefully, on her terms. Mari helped them load the last box. "You better treat her right," she told Graham. "I will," Graham said. "I promise." Mari hugged Nia tight. "I'm proud of you, babe." "For what?" "For being brave, for choosing love even when it was scary." Nia hugged her back. "I couldn't have done it without you." "I know," Mari said. "That's what best friends are for." That night, Nia stood in the new apartment, their apartment. She looked around at the boxes, the furniture, the empty walls waiting to be filled. Graham wrapped his arms around her from behind. "What are you thinking?" he asked. "That this feels right," Nia said. "Scary, but right." "We'll figure it out together," Graham said. Nia turned in his arms. She kissed him softly. "Together," she said. Outside, the city hummed. Cars moved through streets. People lived their lives. The world kept turning. And Nia Carter, the woman who'd been blamed, broken, and scared, finally felt whole. She'd taken the wheel of her own life, and she was driving toward something beautiful, something real, something worth fighting for.